Indeed, it is true that a lot of ministries are having some budget cuts.
Yes.
But looking at the Water and Irrigation Ministry and what we are currently having in the country, the situation is not getting any better. Yes, we are waiting for the rains, but the situation is not better. There are other cuts, or at least, if it's we're talking about 46 billion, even if the 2-3 billion, but we have seen even State House has a budget increase. But it will feel for a Kenyan that we should have looked for these budget cuts in other ministries or in other sectors as well.
Actually, I want to agree with you somehow, because in the Ministry of Water, that's why we expected some additional money. Because we are facing now a lot of drought. People are suffering outside here. There is no rain, no food. That means I expected the Ministry of Water to be given more money for them to make more dams, more boreholes, more water tanks, people to harvest water. But when there is a slight of 46.3 billion, if this figure is accurate, this is too much for the ministry. I sympathize with them, but now we cannot work. This is the figures we can work on it, because every ministry has a sliced budget cut. But what I may request our president, who is very active, let him try to make this government be an active government. We have two types of government. We have a proactive government, which plans things ahead. We have a reactive government which waits somebody to die out of anger, then that is the time we look for funds, we look for donors to take food there. But if we were having a proactive government, these drought seasons, it's not something new. Every year we have a drought, we have rain season. The only challenge you're having this time is that the drought period has prolonged so much. You see now it's affecting everywhere, including in Kisii, where we experience rain almost daily. Now we are experiencing rain after 2-3 weeks. In Kisii, rain doesn't rain for within a week, we feel it. Now what about other areas like Northeastern? Let the governments empower this ministry, which is led by Wahome. Wahome used to be a very good member of parliament. Then now, let them analyze the entire country where people are suffering. For example, in Kajiado here, you saw the other day, parents are queuing together with students, pupils in school to get food.
Yes.
That's a serious occasion. Let the government, to me, in the main budget now, we have started making the new budget for the new financial year. Let them consider having the Ministry of Water having more funds for it to at least they focus on water harvesting. Let me tell you, if a government can provide water tanks in every home, water tanks is not expensive. In fact, 5,000 liters, around 40,000. Every home said to have a water tank, and you are subjected that when there's a lot of rain, because rain will come to rain, we harvest water to use during the dry season. Then we start from water harvesting, we go to dams, we go to sinking boreholes, and then there is another member of parliament who had a very good idea. In developed countries, you go to England, they are using seawater. People don't have problems of water the entire country. We have Lake Victoria here. Our rivers are draining water from the up country towards the sea. Why take water of the sea? We should develop mechanisms of tapping this water to be used during this time of drought. That, to me, let the government sit down and make a good structure that will solve this drought season once and for all.